Hello everybody, video for you today. There's a ranch in northern Utah that's considered to be the epicenter of the strangest and most disturbing occurrences on Earth. Bizarre UFO sightings, animal mutilations, and unusual energies that have proven harmful to humans. The federal government investigated for 2 decades, but their findings have never been made public. Now a new team of independent scientists and researchers are uncovering proof of the claims and will stop at nothing to reveal the secret of Skinwalker Ranch. This is the no-cap recap of the secret of Skinwalker Ranch, Season 6, Episode 11, called Hard to Handle. Originally aired August 12th, 2025. For more Skinwalker Ranch recaps, there's a playlist link in the upper right. The episode opens with a long shot that shows how big the mesa actually is. And this doesn't even show the entire left side. This gives context to the drill bit being 470 feet horizontally inside the mesa. Having finished borehole 1 on the right side of the big anomaly, inside the mesa surrounded by the smaller anomalies, that Dr. Taylor says is like a debris field, the team is still trying to get borehole 2 done on the left side of it. The drill bit has hit something harder than granite several times, but has managed to drill through it eventually. The latest instance has been a pattern of alternating 2 or 3 inch sections of hard material and the same thickness of soft material. The scientists suspect it to be a structure of some type. They check the spoils from borehole 2 during the previous episode and found more ceramic chips that are similar to what modern spaceships use to protect them from heat. That could also explain how the huge amounts of pressure used to drill through the hard material does not cause the drill bit temperature to rise, even though Dr. Taylor says that the force used should have generated 1,000 degrees of heat. In the command center, Eric has put one of the chips under a microscope as shown here. The crosshatch pattern that you could see on the previous picture is much more defined. Zoomed in further, you can see it even easier, especially when the editors highlight it. Dr. Tyler said on the previous episode that they appeared to be highly engineered. Eric uses a handheld X-ray fluorescence device to determine what the chip consists of, and it would be fun to have a portable unit like this on Oak Island as much as they use the one in the lab. Among other elements, they contain nickel, iron, and cobalt, which explains why they are attracted to magnets. Dr. Taylor says that normal ceramics would not be made using all of these types of elements. They are usually made of clay, not metals. Here it gets its small magnets, and here you can see the ceramic chip already stuck to it. But then the ceramic chip started to repel the magnet instead. Dr. Taylor says that there are no natural magnetic materials that can both attract and repel magnets. Dr. Taylor says the elemental makeup of the ceramics might be seen in superconductors. He later explains that a superconductor is a revolutionary material that scientists are still currently researching and developing today. They can transfer massive amounts of energy with no resistance or energy loss. They interact with magnets in strange ways. One application superconductors are already being used on is magnetic levitation trains. Some scientists have suggested that superconductors could eventually be used in spacecraft. The big difference between these ceramic chips and superconductors is that the latter have to be at extremely cold liquid nitrogen temperatures in order to attract or repel magnets. Dr. Tyler says there is no such thing as a room temperature superconductor. He goes on to say that if they are superconductors, then it's a breakthrough that scientists have been seeking for decades. Informed ranch owner Brandon Fugel, who says that he will arrange these ceramic chips to be tested at Utah University. The end of that day at the Mesa drill site, the drillers have extended borehole number 2 to almost 500 feet. There should be about 100 more feet to go before the arced borehole is drilled through the top of the mesa. Unfortunately, the hard material that they are drilling through has again worn down the teeth of the drill bit. One of them has had half of it ground away. Also, the rod behind the drill bit has been welded together by intense heat, but the beacon inside the drill bit stayed at 73 degrees Fahrenheit the entire time. Dr. Taylor says it would have taken 2,000 degrees to melt the steel. Eric adds that the metal doesn't look like it got that hot. Another drill bit will have to be overnighted. So far, there has been one ceramic chip in the spoils from 500 feet. The drill bit will take more than the overnight to arrive. Brandon meets members of the team at Utah Valley University. The professor will be using a scanning electron microscope to examine the ceramic chips by being able to see them as much as 1,000,000 times their actual size. Again, the editors highlight the cross-hatch pattern. Zooming in, they see holes on the surface getting bigger, shown on the right. Dr. Taylor suggests the electron beam could be damaging and asks for it to be turned off. Once that is done, under the same magnification, the holes are closing as though the material is fixing itself or healing, as shown on the left. Dr. Taylor says that he has a lot of experience with ceramic heat tiles as he is an actual rocket scientist, but he has never seen anything like this. Neither has Eric nor the two scientists in the university lab. The lab's stronger equipment than they used on the ranch shows some additional elements on the surface of the ceramic chip. Carbon and oxygen are the two highest. Next highest is silicon. After that, close to the same percentage as each other are aluminum and magnesium. The lowest two elements are calcium and iron. Dr. Taylor says that carbon is one of the main ingredients of stealth material. He says he once covered a pickup truck with it that made it invisible to police radar. He says the U.S. military has been making stealth material for decades, making crafts invisible to radar and even the naked eye in some cases. Then they check the composition of the interior of the ceramic chip and find that it has no carbon, but most of the other elements that are on the surface, but in different amounts. Dr. Taylor says it's a hard protective surface, but spongy on the inside. He again compares what's in the mesa to space shuttle tiles, which protect it from temperatures of up to 3,000 degrees. The space shuttle tiles do not have the healing ability, though. The ranch and university sciences all agree that it is not natural material. It was made by someone for a specific purpose. They decided to stop more drilling and go about it with a more archaeological methodology so that they don't end up damaging the very thing they want to study. Next morning, the team has the drillers come to the command center to tell them of the new plan for the mesa so as to not damage what might be a tremendous scientific breakthrough. They say they understand and think it's a really good idea. The drillers estimate that in borehole 2, they drilled through approximately 40 feet of hard material. Dr. Taylor wonders where it all went since they only got small pieces in the spoils. Chris Roberts suggests an even smaller screen to use to go through the spoils again so he can find things he may have missed the first time. Dr. Taylor's idea is to put a camera inside a protective dome on the drill bit so they can non-destructively see what is in there. John uses his smaller screen and finds in the 496 to 498 foot spoils this 1964 United States nickel. It has the same oxidation that gypsum found previously in borehole 2 had. Chris says that some archaeologists put coins with the year on them in the backfill of an excavation so that the next archaeologist knows when it was excavated before. I'll continue recapping Season 6 this summer and possibly early fall, depending on how many episodes there are, as well as retro no-cap recaps of Seasons 2 through 4, The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch. I'll also be finishing up retro no-cap recaps of The Curse of Oak Island, second half of Season 8. All of the other seasons and episodes are already done and are in that Oak Island playlist. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment.